Cheez-It. Could have another good Cheez-It bowl. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl between Iowa and Tennessee. Tennessee around a touchdown favorite. Total 35.5. A game with Josh Heupel, a bowl game with Josh Heupel, and the total is 35.5. What is going on? Well, it's Iowa. This game will be played Monday, January 1st, 1 p.m. Eastern, ABC in Orlando, Florida at Camping World Stadium. So Milton opted out along with running backs Jalen Wright, Jabari Small, starting DN Tyler Barron, portal, starting safety Wesley Walker, portal, starting cornerback Danico Slaughter, portal, starting slot Tamarion McDonald, portal, although he hasn't played since week 10. Some other depth corner pieces that played, at least 150 snaps. Brandon Turnage, portal. Warren Burrell, portal. Left guard Addison Nichols, who got some run, portal. Also looks like, this is a team that's been banged up all year. They lost wide receiver Brew McCoy for the season. One of their best corners, Kamal Hayden. Wide receiver Dante Thornton. Keenan Peely at linebacker. Arian Carter at linebacker. They're all done for the year. Spraggins, their starting right guard. He's out, not on the depth chart, injury. Karich, their starting left guard. He didn't play against Vandy. We'll see if he goes. Omar Norman Lott, one of their D linemen, he didn't play, and neither did Roman Harrison, although they both are on the depth chart. But Tennessee has lost a lot, specifically in the secondary and in the backfield, and then they will be starting freshman Nico Iamaleava. Iowa, not much news. They basically have their whole team except Cooper Jean, their starting cornerback and stud punt returner, who's out for the year. Starting right tackle Jennings Dunker didn't play in the Big Ten title, but friends said him and center Logan Jones are doing well health-wise. So other than the injuries they suffered early in the year, quarterback Cade McNamara, both their tight ends, all in Lachey. Some were saying Lachey might be back for this game, but he's not. They're out. But other than that, no one. Yeah, Deontay Vines, their wide receiver, hit the portal, and their backup quarterback Spencer Petras did. But other than that, Iowa has its full team. Now the question becomes, what are we going to get from Nico, the young freshman phenom quarterback? And is Iowa capable of taking advantage of the defensive losses on Tennessee? You have to remember, it's still Deacon Hill at quarterback. He's basically a left guard. Maybe Tennessee could use him at guard if all their guys don't play.
A few offensive linemen have been catching touchdown passes this bowl season. So,
yeah, maybe we'll get a throwback pass to Deacon Hill. I think this game, to me, is very difficult to handicap because Nico playing, it just increases the variance so much. Now, Tennessee could now win, by 28 if he is spectacular. But this is a hard defense to go against for your first start.
Mm-hmm.
Zone-based, don't give up any explosive plays, force you into mistakes, because that's the other end of the spectrum, is that this could also just lead to 2 pick sixes in the first quarter disaster. So the variance now is huge. I would tend to lean towards I wouldn't trust a young quarterback going up against this defense in his first start. It's a very complex defense to go against, and you got to be patient. You got to see the field, and you get tricked into throws, and you're not going to hit explosives. It's tough to go the whole game without making a couple key mistakes, which might be the difference in this game. What do you see here?
So I took Iowa in the bowl confidence pool. I thought that they could have won this outright, even with Joe Milton there. You mentioned it, Iowa exclusive zone, average blitz. They flash a heavy amount of cover 3 and quarters, and Joe Milton he had his moments. Good luck to you. But, I think now with Nico in there, which you and I talked about this back in August, Nico is the one that's suited to run Josh Heupel's offense from a timing perspective, but they just don't have any of the explosive targets that are needed there to score the points. So you're right. The variance is huge here, but it could include a lot of points. But I think the play that I wanted to take as I came onto this podcast, I think you already made the case and you don't even know that you said it. So the question is does a month of preparation help the Hawkeyes? And if you look at their bowl season, and I don't understand what's going on when Iowa gets a full month to prepare, what is going on with their offense? Last year, 21 points in the Music City Bowl. Year before, 17 points against Kentucky. 2 years ago, that was in this bowl. Previous 3 bowls, Pinstripe, Holiday, Outback. Here's Iowa's totals, 27, 27, and 49. I get it. I know the offense has regressed, their team total right now is sitting at 13.5. You already said out loud there could be Nico could have a couple of pick sixes. I think Iowa over 13.5 is not only a sound investment, considering I don't think Tennessee is going to be able to stand up. I think it's a field position game. It's a punt game. I think Iowa is going to be in good shape. They're going to fill the stadium with their fans. They travel like no other fan base on New Year's Day. B, Nico's in there. He's going to make mistakes here against this defense of Iowa. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're going to be set up great if Nico can't get it figured out. And hey, let's see, Nico does get it figured out. Iowa may get extra possessions here. I'm not expecting much out of the Iowa offense. I do think that they can score a touchdown here, but I think Iowa over 13.5 is doable. I mean, considering I'm based on past bowl history, and now we have a fresh new quarterback that's never run this system or seen this defense. I've already got Iowa +7. I think I'm going to bet Iowa over 13.5.
Yeah, I don't mind that. They probably will open it up a little bit more. They might actually go for it on the fourth downs. It's a bowl. By the way, since 2015, everyone always clowns the Big Ten West. The Big Ten West has played 36 bowl games since 2015. What do you think their record is?
500.
27-9. 27-9. So there might be something to like these ugly, rugged teams that just defend and come in and want to pound and run, where like the other team is just not interested in playing that style in a bowl game.
Right.
And yeah,
I mean, we've talked about
bowls
this.
and 27-9 in the Big Ten. 2-0 so far this year.
We've talked about this before. All the coaches, they always say the tackling falls off, the defense falls off when you take a break, but maybe this just does not applicable to Big Ten West defenses.
So yeah, 27-9. I was shocked by that.
Me too.
Shout out Nick, who tweeted that to me.